These are the same base problems, so hopefully you recognize that the 16, the 2, and the 8, and the 4 can all be written as power of 2's. For example, 2 to the first is simply 2, 2 to the second, 4, 2 to the third is 8, and 2 to the fourth is 16. And these are the four numbers that are located in the problem. So we change all those. If we change that 16 to 2 to the fourth, and that's all we change, the 3 is still there and the x is still located there. Rules of exponents tell us that 4 and that 3 get multiplied, so this simply becomes 2 to the 12th. And to get rid of radical symbols, we put the exponent on top of the root, and it becomes a fraction. This one becomes 12 over x. This 1/2, if we recall, is 2 to the 1 power, and the rules of exponents here tell us that when you move this from the denominator to the numerator, you change the sign of the exponent. So 1/2 is the same as 2 to the negative 1 power, which I will bring down. 8, I'm going to change to 2 to the 3rd power, bring down the exponent, and the rules of exponents there tell us to multiply, so we will distribute that. 3x plus 3. That is 2 squared. If you take the 2 squared and you move it to the numerator, it is 2 to the negative 2 power, which you will distribute the negative 2. Negative 8 plus 2x. Now all the bases are 2's. The rules are to add the exponents together. So if you wanted to write one statement, you would just need to put pluses in between these exponents. But because that's a negative, writing plus negative 1 is odd, so we can just write 12 over x minus 1. Here we need to add these two together, so we can go ahead and combine like terms. That 3x and that 2x is 5x, and that 3 and that minus 8 is negative 5. When the bases are the same, you set the exponents equal to one another. So the 12 over x minus 1, set it equal to the 5x minus 5. At this point, you should do fraction busters. Fraction busters is find the common denominator. In this case, it's just the x. Multiply everything by that common denominator, which is x. And now you would get 12 minus x equals 5x squared minus 5x. And you have no more fraction. Here's a polynomial equation which we want to move everything to one side. So if I move these two items to the right, I would have 0 left over on the left. 5x squared minus 4x minus 12, which you must show proper factoring and solve. The 5x squared in the front only leaves us one choice, 5x and x. The 12 leaves us several choices, 1 and 12, 2 and 6, and 3 and 4 for these last two spots. Choosing the 6 and 2, hopefully you see a 10x on the outsides and a 6x from the insides. And with that 10x and that 6x, we need to make a negative 4 when we add them together, so the 10 needs to be negative. 6 is positive, and you get negative 6/5 and 2 as your answers. Okay, I'm going to throw up problem number 2. At this point, you should copy it down. Press pause and copy this problem down. Work it out to the best of your ability, and I'll show you the answer here right now. Press pause. And here is my worked out solution. Hopefully you can read that okay. This looks a little light. 20. Okay. Here is problem number 3. Copy that down, press pause, work out the problem, and here is the solution. Okay, hope you did well.